All right, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is DFree, and for today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new video and stuff number 17. Basically, going to give you guys all the info that you guys need to catch from this video and stuff, because there was some info in here, but this one was more or less just a fun one where they played PvP and stuff like that. And so you guys just obviously may not really care about that. But we're going to talk about the new LF and new events coming as well this month. In terms of the new LF, he should honestly be releasing today. So stay tuned for that next reset, whatever that is for you guys. For me, it's 10 or 11 p.m. For some of you guys, it's obviously going to be like 1 or 2 p.m. or other parts of the world, obviously. We'll see what happens. But today, at the end of the next login, you guys will get your next login bonus. He should be live in the game. If not, then it'll be on Friday most likely. That's typically what they do. It's either on the Tuesday or the Friday for the LF release. But we're back with another LF. Again, LFs are monthly, so do keep that in mind. Every middle of the month, they are always dropping a new LF. So definitely consider that. So let's start off with what they have here. Like I said, they're going through PvP. So the Japanese post made it seem like there was going to be a new PvP season, but they actually just kind of played PvP with the special rules from the Battle Hour event. If you remember that event, they had there was like some conditions where like blindfold, I believe, was one of them. But they have a bunch of different conditions like the draft rule, summon seal, ban rule. Like you can see them all here. This website from the Battle Hour is still up, but it was just a fun gimmicky. I may be misremembering what they did there, but it was just a fun gimmicky thing that they had last year. So it was pretty fun. Or not last year. It was earlier this year, right? Anyways, it was a while ago. So yeah, they basically just randomly chose characters from the website, and if you want to do that as well, visit the site, play with one of your friends, and it'll randomly select characters for you as you see, and you build a team out of those characters, and they play PvP from there. So it is what it is. I know a lot of people were watching this video like, oh, is this proof that we're getting a Zenkai for Vegetos? You know, they have the red Vegeto, this Vegeto. No, we're not at a time period yet where we're going to get a Zenkai, especially not for an LF. That'll probably be a couple of months out, but a new Zenkai will be coming coincidentally next week. so that's just kind of how Legends is, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, ultimately the winner of this match, if you don't care about that, not to talk much about it more, the winner was Toshi, barely. But yeah, so moving on out of here, we talk about some of the new events. They only have a couple of events coming. Now, the thing is that, like, it's the end of the month, right? So these are for September, and they're also dropping a new Harvest Festival. So it's for September, basic stuff. So I'm guessing that first week of next month, they'll probably drop another video and stuff or something like that and kind of show us what's happening for the next month. If not, we'll be back in a month for the next LF release. That's more or less what's going to wind up happening. So Battle Gauntlet is coming back again. So they've had in the game these I don't want to say, I mean, I guess it's really the same type of deal, but it just has a new fancy UI here. But they've had these tower style events before where you have to go through 50 stages or whatever. Like, you guys remember those. What were the ones where they typically had like the events like Broly and like they don't really do those anymore, but I can't really think of the name of it. I'm wanting to say Legends Rising, but that's not it. But yeah, they've had these before, long story short. But basically, Battle Gauntlet is back for its third iteration. It seems like they're dropping one every other week, so keep that in mind. But long story short, my point is that this is really easy for them to put out in terms of content. So I'm guessing that's why this is going to be popping up a good bit. But assuming they don't change rewards, I think this is like 600 or 700 CC. So it's a really good, and you can also just skip a lot of the battles, so it's not bad at all. I'm not complaining whatsoever. But Battle Gauntlet for Goku is coming out now. You'll notice that is a Saiyan Saga Goku. So yeah, keep that in mind. EX Blue Goku, an OG from the game, Saiyan Saga Goku there. Maybe I'm pretty sure he's Saiyan Saga, but either way, if he's like Frieza Saga, he's an early Goku. So the next thing they do announce is the Fall Harvest Festival. So this one is interesting because not only can you get all those different mans, like they're not all Cybermen, but there's like Jinku Man, whatever, but I guess they're all Cybermen technically. Anyways, so all those different Cybermens, and you can limit break them to Red 7 or 7+. They also made it to where you can get their Z power from adventures. Now, I don't know when the last time they had Z power on adventures was, but I'm going to tell you that when they used to have it all the time on adventures, it just was horrifically bad drop rate. Like I got it maybe once, I think, ever, and it was an always thing. So like I got it once ever. I'm assuming this will be way better than that, right? They even have variations of these, as you see the last couple, that do not have the Cybermen images on it. So you're gonna obviously be able to get ones just for the currency as well, whatever this green liquid is or whatever. This is their, I assume this is their, I don't remember. I think they use like seeds or whatever, but something in relation to them, obviously. So yeah, you will be able to pick up all these characters. You'll be able to limit break them. Toshi does say towards the end of the video that they're really good and they're going to be viable in PvP. I mean, take that for what you will. But for the record, last month and a half ago, we did get something similar, obviously, for the Frieza Force minions, and they were actually pretty good at 14 star. So they're worthwhile. And then once upon a time, the Ginyu Force was pretty good at 14 star. Or, what was it, 3 star actually? I think it was 3 star capped back then, but I don't think it was red stars. Anyways, they were really good once upon a time. And we're just not going to talk about what they did for the Super Warriors and the Ultimate Chaozu. Okay, so yeah, this is coming out as well. Other than that, though, here is the new LF. We're going to watch this video live together, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. And if you've enjoyed the video this far, please be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Here we go. Hold on. Let me double check that I have the audio going because I don't want that. There it is. Okay. It's still not showing, huh? Hold on. Let me pause this and fix this. All right, I got it.
A new Legends limited character is coming to Legends. Let's have a look.
Too slow. Now I'm mad. Behind you, fool. Burst open and mix. Get out of here. It's over. A bunch of weaklings.
Okay, so he's going to talk about the Vegeta here, but let me just give you my thoughts on this. In my last video, and literally in my last video, I'm pretty sure, I was just saying it's sad that we don't have more characters from this fight. And he's not coming out alongside a Kaioken Goku unless there's an EX Kaioken Goku. This could be a scenario where, just like last time with Evolution Vegeta, the next banner is like a Kaioken Goku, which I don't want them to do, right? But the interesting thing about this is they did actually, okay, so I never really lead much into this because I don't really think it means much ever. But if you're a theorist on the things that they say being hints, they did put out a tweet this morning, like 3 a.m. or whatever it was when I was asleep, and said, what was your go-to Saiyan Saga party? Now, they always do that, but this time Saiyan Saga actually is getting content. So, like, it did tie in. And again, I'm sure that wasn't a coincidence, right? So that's a win for you guys if that's you. But yeah, like, it's really cool to see them getting more, and I do hope they drop a Kaioken. Like, I really thought Kaioken would have been the one to warrant the LF, but the thing is, this is also the first Oozaru / giant ape / huge character in the game. There's more representation obviously throughout the series for bigger characters like Hirudegarn, other things like that could potentially come in the future, which Toshi does talk about later on. So hopefully this is an omen to see what's going to come in the future, whether it's next month or 6 months from now. Maybe they can find ways to do like raid bosses that are giant form or whatever. Like, they can, I've always thought they could implement this in different ways, and it looks like they're finally trying to toy with it, but it is only on the LF, which is fine. I mean, if you look at the duo mechanic that they've had, or the assist mechanic on the first character, it was hardly even like, there was hardly any representation. Now with how things are, like 3 or 4 characters later, it's still not that common. So 3 or 4 characters later, Kale and Caulifla, there's a lot more integration of the Kale while the Caulifla is actually doing stuff. So I mean, they're trying, right? They're changing things up. So Vegeta's coming. Hopefully you guys are excited about that. Again, should be today. If not, it's in a couple of days. So he can reduce enemies' ki when his attacks are dodged, recovers health after the enemy's combos as well. Okay, so it seems like he's more of a defensive type of character. Permanent buffs when battle starts and when switched to standby. So, okay, he starts off with buffs, and it looks like when he switches out once, he picks up more non-cancelable buffs. Also possesses a battle bonus against unfavorable element factors. He actually has the ability to go neutral. So, yeah, it seems like he's more or less going to be like a defensive character. Let's listen to what Toshi actually has to say on the topic.
Ape is joining Legends. He's a durable character built for long fights.
Durable long fights, okay.
Enemy ki when his attacks are dodged, recover health after enemy combos, and cut damage received from enemy ultimate, awakening, and special move arts.
He has specific cut from ultimate and stuff like that. That's interesting. If he has that's new. If he has a specific cut for that type of mechanic, Okay.
It's not just defense. Permanent buffs when battle starts, and when switched to standby, a battle bonus against unfavorable element factors, and a long-range special arts make him a formidable attacker as well. This has been...
So he has a long-range green card. Okay, so it's a good combo starter from long range. Obviously, if you could sidestep, that you get someone to sidestep on a stop clock or whatever. Okay, so he does seem just like a defense type character, which isn't this iteration of Vegeta, the green one in the game, already like a defense type character? He might be melee, but he had that green card knockback. I don't remember. He had endurance too as well. Anyways, they say he's built for long fights. Please don't give him endurance as well. Thank you. So let's see one last time go through this.
Giant Ape is joining Legends. He's a durable character built for long fights.
He can reduce enemy ki when his attacks are dodged, recover health after enemy combos, and cut damage received from enemy ultimate, awakening, and special move arts.
That whole like line of text is built around like if he gets in a position where he's punished, right? Or you get perfect banished or whatever. If they dodge his attack and they get anything really, it doesn't have to be a perfect, but if they get a combo off of that, he's going to basically be in a position where he's going to reduce their damage and then restore a portion of the damage dealt. Like this, the health restoration thing is very common. It should be a portion of the damage dealt, unless they do something like where one time only he gets like X amount of HP back overall. I don't know. When he drops below a threshold, I don't know. But it sounds like it's going to be the common one where he restores a portion of the damage he takes. So more or less you're looking at the key reduction on the vanish. That's pretty interesting. That could be very oppressive depending on how strong of a key reduction that is. You got to think about it, because the only way to play around that with a lot of characters is either going to be some sort of utility like subbing and gaining key that way, but mainly drawing your main ability, right? Your main ability probably is going to give you a little bit more key on a lot of modern characters anyway. And that being said, with your main ability most likely having an ultimate, because most characters have nowadays, or a blue card, whatever, he's also going to reduce that type of damage as well. So interesting character. It does seem, I keep saying it, but it seems like they're going to try to like say, oh, you get extra buffs, but like, okay, yeah, but how much is that really tied into how he functions? And the last defense type character thing we got that was really notable was SS4 Gogeta. Now, Gogeta's a character that a lot of, and actually he has some similar elements here as well, like going neutral. Some people were really upset with Gogeta's defensive ability. It remains to be seen how Vegeta is handled, what his stats are, but I will tell you, being a Legends Limited character, that does mean that in order for him to still really tank very well, obviously he's going to need those red stars probably, or at least like 6-star. That's the sweet spot for a lot of LF characters, especially if they want to have like squishiness. So it is what it is for most characters, especially. But the thing about it being Legends Limited is that it's hard to pull them. So you have to definitely obviously pay attention to that. Other than that, though, he seems interesting. We'll have to see what else they really built into his kit. He has a long-range green card. They did tell us that. The LF looks pretty dope. That's pretty much everything, though. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited? Are you skipping? I mean, I'm kind of in between. I'd rather have had a Goku, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens here. Thank you all, and I'll see all of you in the next one.